أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Strategic marketing management and strategic marketing, week 7. Today we will discuss the pricing. Pricing part 1 means that pricing has been divided into 3 weeks, and this is the pricing part 1 in week 7. This is designed by MS and MBA. This is designed for the MS and MBA program. This this week there are 4 topics: setting price policy and price quality relationship. We will discuss these 2 topics this week, and adoption of the prices and initiating and responding to price change, that we will discuss next week. So let's start. First we'll begin by the steps of pricing policies, steps in the pricing policies. So these are defined or described as the 6 steps. 1, selecting the price objective. This is very important. We need everything which we came through till now. uh, if it's strategic plan, if it's marketing plan, if it's communication plan, if it's business plan, everything has an objective. So need to objective, then determining demand, estimating cost, analyzing competitor cost, price and their offer, selecting a price method and selecting the final price. So these are the 6 steps in the pricing strategy when do we define the pricing strategy or setting the price policy. So whenever the firms go to decide the price, then it introduce a regular product into the market distribution channel or geographic area, and when it enters or the company enters in a bid or a new contract. So that's the main reasons to decide the prices. The first step which we have discussed was selecting the price objective. The first decision where it wants to decision on the pricing is that when it wants to define its position in the market and its market offering. Clearly, a firm objective is either it is set the price or major 5 objectives, which we will discuss in the objective, which is survival, maximizing current profit, maximizing market share, maximizing market scheme, and product quality leadership. So we'll discuss these things further. The second step, which is necessary for the price, is determining demand. So each price will lead to a different level of demand and have different impact on the company's marketing objective. The normally the relationship between price and demand is captured in a demand curve. The demand theory says when the price is high, there will be low demand, and when the price is low, there will be high demand. The third, we will discuss all these steps later in this uh, discussion and this lecture. The third step is estimating cost. So the price of the product, company should is or the organization should estimate the cost of the product. So there are 2 type of costs, which is one is fixed cost and one is variable cost. Fixed cost is plant machinery. These are almost fixed cost, and variable costs, labor cost, raw material cost, packing material cost, and how low they purchase the price. So cost should be estimated on different production levels. uh, Differential cost and differential market is firms, the company also analyze activity based costing. which is ABC accounting. If there is people who is in the finance or in the accounting, they can understand that what is ABC accounting. And ABC takes into account the cost of several different retailers as they needed of different from the retailer or to retailer. So these are depending on, and then the cost target costing. So the target costing is called GT, is when a firm estimate a new product desired function and determine the price that it could be sold at. Then the fourth step is analyzing competitor cash offer prices, the offers, cost and prices. So in this step, if whether company go to for this one, so the firm or the company should benchmark its price against or compare its price against a competitor, learn about the quality of the product or competitor offering, and learn about the competitor's cost. The fifth step is selecting a price method. So this is very important. Various pricing methods are available to give various alternatives for the pricing. This is markup pricing, target return pricing, perceived value pricing, and going rate pricing and auction type pricing. So we'll discuss that in later when we discuss the methods. Step 6. Step 6 is selecting the final price. Pricing methods narrow the range from the company must select a final price. This means selecting that price, the company must consider additional factors. So what is that? Factors when they want impact of other marketing activities, company pricing policies, gain and risk sharing pricing, and impact of the price on their party. So now we will explore all those things in coming lectures, coming slides. Now it is important to discuss the pricing objectives. As we discussed that whatever we do in our life, in our business, in our job, there is a purpose for that. So why companies need to set the prices? There are again the 6 steps objectives, or maybe there are more objectives, but the common objective is that company or the organization want to survive, maximize current profit, maximum current revenue, maximum sale growth, production and distribution costs are low price, discourage the competitor to come into the market. So these are the goals or the guidelines for the company to selecting the cost of the product or service to exist or potential customer. Another price object is underpinning the pricing process for a product, and that is reflect the organization marketing financial strategy and product goal, as well as consumers price and the level of the level of the available stock of production resume in that. So some examples is that the maximizing profit, as we discussed. So how to choose a pricing objective, this is very important. A business and a market condition change just so these are the thing when the market condition is changing, or the market is changing, or you are going to new pricing, or you set a new objective. So it's very important, very important to be and necessary, and this is the opportunity to check your prices, which side you want to go, which consumer you are targeting, which area you are targeting, which new geographic area you are going in. So that's how we set the pricing objective. So pricing objectives, setting the pricing objective. So the pricing object is uh, maximizing profit, a pricing for profit. This objective is aimed simply at the market as much as money possible for the business and to maximize price for long term profitability. Prices has both direct and indirect effect on the profit of the organization. The direct effect relate to whether the price actually covers the cost of product producing and product, or the price uh, is is affect profit industry by influencing how many units sell. The number of the product also sold have an influence of that price increase. For example, relative benefits to selling more units. So it's your decision how to decide that, or set the objective for the organization. So another thing which is profit maximization, and maximizing the current profit is always the for this objective, always the price will be high. This objective is not necessarily tied to objective of the product margins or maximization. However, this will maximize the profit and maximizing margins in the profit. So seek to maximize the per unit margin of the product. This objective is typically applied when the total number of units sold is expected to be low. Then another objective for that is another side, or the objective is survival. When the company or the organization pricing is aimed to survival with the hope for the growth in the future. The company may use a survival based pricing object when it is willing to accept short term losses for the sake of long term availability. So, when setting this objective, pricing can be flexible. Pricing are lowered in order to increase sales or enough to keep the business going. For example, cover essential cost for a short term on a temporary basis. The goal of making a profit is set aside for the objective of survival. So once the situation come under control, the survival pricing has passed. So product pricing should be remain to the previous or more appropriate level. So maximizing the sales growth. So the objective behind this strategy is similar low price strategy involving set a low initial prices to get into the market and take share initially. And when the market grows or your product starts selling, you reduce the cost or increase the cost further. So this is the maximum. Then product quality leadership is the high value strategy where the higher quality product is provided and more expensive components in use. So these are the pricing objectives when company is setting a price. So setting a price, there are main two methods, that whether you have to go for the maximizing market skimming or quality leadership. So when you decide to go for the quality leadership, so in this strategy, the skimming strategy, if you want to skim the market, this is the terms come from the farmers are skimming the milk, milking the cows, and when you put the milk in the bucket, the creams comes up and you can skim it. So, from this business perspective, the pricing objective is considered with skimming maximizing profit in the initial stage of the product life cycle. Because the new product offering a new superior advantages, the company can charge a relatively high price because you are creating to consumer with the higher willing price. For example, the early adopters or new segmenting or will buy the product even on the premium prices. So later, when the aim of the pricing is satisfied, the customer lower the prices, and the customer will buy on that one. Some premium examples are purchasing of movies, music, online games, and these clothings. When they come, they buy the product very quickly, and when the maximum people buy, then and they reduce the prices. There are some advantages of skimming the policy is that you can theoretically get the maximum profit of each level of the consumer. So the organization need to bear in mind or keep in mind, however, that the organization can only charge the high price for the product when they are on close substitutes. So this is the skimming prices. When it comes to the quality leadership, so that is always the high price. The product quality leadership, when the company decide to go or set that objective, so this is high value strategy where a high quality product is provided and more expensive component are used, and uh, get the high prices from the consumer in this strategy. The pricing models or quality strategies in the pricing model. So the pricing model basically is when developing new products, the organization think of the pricing strategy before the product is completed. So sometime organization ask themselves that what they want to achieve. The cost plus pricing model has long gone, as we expect good and services to be appropriate priced. So strategy is the low price strategy, super price strategy, the service quality strategies are so it sometimes work. The research shows that potential consumer were suspicious and don't place order with them as they thought the product quality is low because the price was low. So this is one phenomena. When the price is low, the people think that the quality may be low. The raise they raise their product adopting a high value strategy and increase sales by 40%. So if you look in the model, this is there are a few strategies designed low, high, and which is premium strategy. So if you discuss the premium strategy, which is the high quality product. So the objective behind this premium strategy is to maximize the profit. The example is Apple phone. When where the first Apple phone in the market, they could set high prices before other players entered, and once they gained entry, including Android and Samsung, they reduced their prices. The other pricing strategy is high volume pricing strategy. So setting this objective behind the high volume pricing strategy is the quality leadership, which follows by Dyson vacuums cleaner. The design and manufacturing quality product based on years of research, testing, and significant investment into patents. As their website state, new ideas are lifeblood. So they share their story and behind the scene details such as hammer test below and justify their premium pricing strategy. The other strategy is the superb pricing strategy, where the objective behind the superb pricing strategy is was more than survival, but a respective repute, repurating or recapturing or mean another words that you want the customer to come again. So these are when deciding the strategy on this was the purpose, to recall this consumer, or more, it's more than survival, so stop them switching. This is the basic initial objective behind there are essential ranges with launch. As the UK hit the recession, to recapture shoppers was the main objective of the superstores there, so they adopted the super value pricing strategies. Then the strategy which we apply is the good value pricing. The good value pricing, when setting this objective, when setting this objective, the main purpose is to grow the sale. For example, in the UK market, if we compare McDonald's and Subway, so Subway sandwiches offer a lower price lunch snack and now have more outlets across the UK than McDonald's. So the basic slogan of the Subway was the fresh bread and the 1 foot long burger. So it was very unique style, offering very 2.69 pounds at that time. So it was very good strategy for the sales growth. So the important things in adopting this strategy is to, then when the organization is in the process of developing products and changing the quality, whatever they want to do, they need to decide perhaps saving money and reducing one element of the process. So review the pricing is very important. If you could fall into false economy or rip off strategies, it will not be good for the company. So viewing the pricing strategy or setting the pricing, this model is very important. Relationship between price and demand. So there are 12 or 13 factors which affect the demand. So let's see what is demand and how which factors need to be considered when going for the pricing strategies. So the demand, as we discussed, the law of demand says as price of the goods increase, the quantity of demand of the goods falls, and as the price of the goods decrease, the quantity demand of the goods rise. This is the law of demand. So when we explain the law of demand, there is substantial effect. As the price of the product A increase, product A is competitively more expensive than product B. So if B's price remain constant, therefore customer will substitute B for A, and causing the competition of A to decrease. Then there is in the law of demand, there is impact on the income. So income impact is that higher price will lower the consumption power for the organization income and decrease the quantity of demand. The third impact, which is the law of diminishing marginal utilities. So as a person, as a consumer, more of a good, the additional utility of consuming more will be essentially decreased. This means that the encouraging additional consumption prices must fall. So this is the law of demand and how the demand impact the pricing. So when we're deciding that there are several factors which affect the law, means 7 or 10 initial factors we will discuss when the price the factors affecting the price sensitivity. So the businesses develop the strategies. It is necessary to take advantage of the price discrimination, should take innovation, creativity, and exemption. So there are 10 factors affecting the price segmentation and sensitivity of the stages. These are perceived substitute effect. This effect states that buyers are more price sensitive the higher the product price relative to its perceived substitute, and new customer to make an unaware of substitute, and they may pay for the higher prices, otherwise the demand will go down. So unique value of the unique value unique the buyer in this strategy in this factor, the buyer are less price sensitive the more the value the unique attributes of the offering from competing products. So this is precisely where when marketing expected so much energy and creative to differentiate switching the perceived substitute effect, the unique value. So then switching cost effects. This factor, buyers will be less price sensitive. The higher the cost of switching vendors, for example, airline industry is a good example for that one. The difficult comparison effect. So this affected consumer are less price sensitive with the known or reputed supplier when they have difficulty in comparing alternatives. For example, cellular phones companies. Then there is another factor, fifth factor, which is price quality effect. Buyers are less sensitive to the product price to the extent a higher price signals better quality. For example, image, food, exclusive product. Expenditure effect. In this effect, buyers are more price sensitive when the expenditure is larger. Earlier, in dollar terms or a percentage of household income. End effect, end benefit effects. The end benefit, the less price sensitive the buyer. This effect is especially important when selling of their businesses. What is the end benefit they are seeking? It is it cost maximization? Is it maximum output or quality? So what is the end effect the consumer are seeing? So that's how is less price sensitive. Whatever the price the company sets, the consumer will buy. For example, steel suppliers. So if it's hard, it is working, it is flexible. So what end result the consumer are looking for? Then shared cost effect. In this effect, when the consumer spend money, else the money on yourself, you are not prone to be price conscious. You are not about the prices, or the result or the consequences is not the prices. There is one reason airlines, hotel and rent car companies call all price discriminated against business travels. So this cost effect prices is that if you are go to hi-fi area, or your appearance is very hi-fi, so they will tell you the high price is a price discrimination. Or if you seems low traveler or business traveler or traveler for fun, so the cost may be different for you. Then fairness activities, the notion or the idea behind this is centrally affect customer even when they are not economically or mathematically good. For example, gas station, whatever your situation is, you pay that price. Then the inventory effect. This is the effect when the ability of the buyers to carry an individual also affect their price sensitivity. The good example is this amateur cooks with large pantries. So These are the factors which also determine the price objectives when an organization go to set a price. The estimation demand curve. So this is very important statistical analysis or total sales at different prices or contacting experiments. So let's go and discuss that in a brief way. Selecting a method, a pricing method is a specific. There are basically various methods used to set the price. Some methods are cost oriented while some are market oriented. Each of the method has its own plus and negative points, and the applicability of marketing managers apply those appropriate methods when setting the price according to their objective. The appropriate method can be decided on the basis of the study and analysis of internal and external aspects, as well as suitability of the method are depending upon the what company is thinking about. In the demand estimation curve, we also look price elasticity, how much it's all the things are related with each other, how the price is elastic, not flexible or flexible. The buyer would like to pay higher prices. In the demand curve we have to see this, there is no substitutes available for the prices. So in inelastic demand mean there is a fixed demand, the demands are not increasing. Buyer will continue purchase if price increase in signifying area. A buyer will slow in searching for the lower price. So when the analysis comes or the statistical analysis, as we discussed, that situational analysis, total sales differentiations, and the contracting experiments. So these are the factors when we think on the estimation demand curve. The estimation demand curve, as we discussed, the price may be elastic demands. So elastic demands is going upwards, and pricing should low. So the elastic demand low prices is downwards effect when on the pricing strategies. There are type of costing of the flexible cost, fixed cost, variable cost, and total cost. So the fixed cost is, as we discussed, is plants, machinery, buildings, land. All is this is fixed cost. Variable cost is labor, raw material, packing material. So combining these two is the cost, total cost of the products. A cumulative production curve or expenses curve definition. This is a diagrammatic representation of the intense relationship between the total value added cost of the product and the company experience in manufacturing and marketing. For many products and services, unit costs decrease with the increased experiences. The idealistic pattern designing its kind of technological process in the regular function is related to as learn the curve progress. So the curve is mostly when the production cost is declining, or in the accumulative production. The accumulative production is mean producing so many things at a time in the company. Then the is differentiated marketing offers. So differentiated marketing offers are the strategy when a company creates campaigns that appeals to at least two market segments or target groups. For example, a store promote a sales and it appeals to the people at least in two cities or two locations. or a company can market a product that appeals to women at least two age groups. So this is differentiated marketing. So the cost behavior as function of differentiating the market. Target costing. Target costing is a strategy or an approach where the organization determined its target costing on the life cycle base of the product, or life cycle costing, which normally be significant to develop specific functionality and quality while ensuring its desired profit. So this strategy involves setting a target cost by subtracting a desired profit margin of competitor. The good example for that is Japanese cars or Japanese market. Whenever they see, Japanese never innovated anything by themselves, but when they see that there is a fast moving car design or anything in the market, they take it, they put the profit on that, and then they set a particular cost for that we will produce that thing or that object in that cost and put that profit margin on that. So when this things comes in their calculation, target costing, they do it, otherwise they leave the product. So the research to decide that best price is analyzing competitor cost, price and offer, and cost advantages and disadvantages must be in the view of the company when deciding on this advantages and cost advantages and disadvantages, which is the one of the biggest advantages of the cost accounting is that it will help the manager where the future plans they have for their production. And disadvantages for the costing is the ABC counting, or it will be limited benefits if the overhead costs are primarily increased, or the impossible to locate all the overhead costing in this ABC counting. So all these things must be viewed before going into a decision. Selecting a pricing method. So as we discussed before, going into the price strategy, there are 6 steps. There need to be objective, they need to set a strategy, they will use a model, they will consider the factors, they will do statistical analysis, they will come with the behavior that buyer would not like to pay higher, or buyer will continue purchasing if the prices are higher. So when they determine the price value, elasticity of price, the price will go and the productivity will come. So there will be, and then they develop they think on the types of the cost. Then they have select the final pricing methods. Selecting the pricing methods, there are so many methods, and every method has its own merits and demerits. And applicability in the marketing manager, how appropriate is each method in their own scenario of the setting the price. The appropriate method can be decided on the basis of the study analysis of internal and external aspects of the industry, as well as the organization and its suitability with the organization. So there are certain methods we will discuss. There is a markup pricing method. In this method, commonly is the cost plus pricing. In this method, a standard markup or profit is already decided on the cost of the product, and then set the price for the organization. So variable cost, fixed cost, and then the company set his markup. Let's suppose example 20 rupees, and the fixed sales 15 rupees. So their total margin want to be 18 rupees on the product, and then they set the price. The another pricing method is perceived value of pricing method. Perceived value of pricing method is commonly used where the price is based on the consumer perceived value of the product. What the consumer think about the product, what is the views of the consumer about the pricing priority, what consumer likes and dislikes, and what is the perception of value as a key to set the price and not its own cost and objectives. Then the going rate pricing methods. The going rate pricing method is even sometimes it is called as a competitor oriented pricing. The method is normally followed by small firms set the follower. In going rates pricing methods, the organization give less attention to its own cost, objective or product demand, but pricing decisions is largely based on the competitor price. The selected bid price method, this is another method. This method, the selected bid, is it is also competitive pricing method. Here pricing is selected on the basis of selected bids, quotation or estimated prices for the jobs. The firm set its prices on the competition, how competitor will price their product in the market or how they will bid it. So this is set by bidding the product other people or other competitor. So TRP or target return prices. This cost method is determine the firm level of the pricing at which it can yield the large return on the investment. Here investment returns is think as a base of the price determination. So attempts are made to recover the cost investment. Mostly government campaigns, public utilities and corporations and societies go for this type of pricing method. And break even analysis method. So this is the common when the businesses are new or they want non-profit nor profit nor loss, so they select that break even method for the company. It involves developing tables and charts that help company to determine at what level of sales the return will be equal to the total cost. Under this method, attempts are made to find out value of sales at which costs are just equal to the sales revenue. The graphic methods by trial and error methods are table can prepare to find out break even points. So these are a few methods where the company decide that which is suitable to them, which to their internal and external environment, and which side they need to go before selecting a pricing method for their pricings. So how to select the final prices? There are companies must consider normally additional factor like impact of other marketing activities, company pricing policy, gain and risk share pricing, and impact of pricing on the other price. Pricing methods help to find out the final price. So selecting the final price, I have physiological pricing, the influence of marketing mix element, company pricing policies, and impact of the prices on the other parties. So physiological pricing is odd pricing, reference pricing. Many companies feel a high price product offer higher quality. If a consumer know about the quality feature of the product, the price plays less significant role in the campaign or the comparison of the quality. When a consumer think of buying a product, they keep some budget in the mind, which is decided by the past prices, current prices, or the buying situation. So mostly high price product is thought to be have a high quality, so at time increase the rates of the product increase and the sales also high. Then is the influencing of other marketing mix element. The final price of the product depends upon the marketing mix element like the advantages of brand name, etc. On this basis, the organization define the price. Uh, another average quality or high quality advertising to raise high the pricing. These are the techniques which the company use. And relation between the price and advertising are seen strongly at a later stage of product life cycle or how low cost products. Then the pricing policies of the pricing policies also have an impact on that. The the pricing policies is the company's pricing policies as well, the government policies, but we will discuss the company pricing here. The price of any product must be decided according to the company's pricing policy. In many companies, a pricing depend is to set up to make sure that product prices should be reasonable for the customer and they should give profit to the company. However, they have a negative impact on that. So these prices policy is also impact on the other parties as well. So Philip Kotler defined that or argued that managers must also consider the reaction of the other parties to the competence price. How will distributor and dealers feel about it? Will the sales force be willing to set the sell at that prices? How will competitors react? Will supplier raise their prices when they see the company raise the price? This is a very important factor when you buying raw material from someone, buying on 10 rupees and selling that raw materials on 200 rupees. So the supplier will also think to increase 1 or 2 rupees for seeing your high prices. And what will government be react on the prices you change in the market? So these are the factors when deciding the parties. So the other impact on the other parties, manager is also considering the reason of the parties to comply with the prices. However, distributor and dealers will sales force and all those parties which is including in it, how they will react. So before changing the price or getting into the pricing, manager must think these issues. Any question about the lecture or anything, you can contact me on the WhatsApp voice message. Thank you very much for the listening. Allah Hafiz for now, and we'll see you in other 3 lectures of the pricing strategy, penetration strategies, and all those strategies we will discuss in the market. Allah Hafiz so far.